Boxing Truth here. Well, it looks like Manny's going to be fighting beyond April 9th. Sure, it's possible he could retire, but just recently stated to Boxing Scene that he's willing to put his career retirement on hold for a Mayweather rematch. Looks like the plan's set in motion. If Manny gets past Bradley again in April, he will pursue hard for the rematch with Mayweather. It's up to Mayweather for that rematch to happen. Right now, he has no interest in it because, he knows he was lucky the first fight to get by. He got the decision. There's a lot of disagreements about the fight. In my opinion, I thought Manny won the fight. It is what it is. I'm not going to explain why I thought he won the fight. Mayweather got the decision. He's considered the best of the era. But there's still a lot of controversy surrounding that first bout. People have difference of opinions. They're all over the place. The rematch will still be big business. It won't do as big as the first fight. But if they could do half of what they did the first time, it's still the most lucrative option for both fighters. Of course, Mayweather is being speculated Mayweather's going to return for the 50th fight. Of course, he has a lot of options, much more easier fights to be made on his side of the pond with PBC fighters, but the options and the money that can be generated are not attractive enough for Mayweather to come back. Of course, the Pacquiao rematch will always be there in 2016. If he wants it, he can have it. But of course, he knows it's a tough fight. Manny's very awkward for him. He didn't have his best performance against Manny in the first fight. Couldn't really do much offensively. It was a poor performance by both guys. Hopefully, there's still unfinished business there. Hopefully, I would watch it, of course, the rematch. I mean, if they do fight one more time, I would hope for a much better fight, a much better outcome, and a much more definitive outcome for the winner. Pacquiao is going to be fighting Bradley again, the third time. I know nobody wants to watch the fight. I understand why it's happening. It was always more probable that a top-ranked fighter was going to get this assignment. Bradley's been on the pay-per-view platform before. He's been on HBO numerous times, Showtime. He's a much more recognizable name in the top-ranked stable for Arum, so it was the obvious choice to go with Bradley. Terrence Crawford is an unproven draw in America beyond Omaha, Nebraska. He's never been on pay-per-view. Arum had doubts that fight could sell, no matter how much Terrence Crawford fans will disagree. The reality is Terrence Crawford's still unproven draw beyond Omaha. Amir Khan was considered, but for many reasons he didn't get that fight. He's an Al Haymon client. That made it problematic to begin with. He's also not a proven draw in the United States. The record shows he's never been able to sell out any big venues in the United States for his fights in the past. And he was turned down by HBO, and now we got to see Pacquiao fight Bradley for a third time. I expect Pacquiao to beat Bradley again, the third time unofficially. I think Bradley's past his best. His prime was in the first fight when he fought Manny. Of course, Manny's past his prime as well too, but I believe he still has enough left in the tank to beat Bradley one more time, and he could possibly set up a rematch with Mayweather. This is Boxing Truth.